What's up, everyone, and welcome back or welcome. This is your first visit. My name is Matt. On this channel, I review brand new vehicles. Today, I'm at Gunther Volkswagen Daytona Beach with this brand new 2026 Volkswagen Atlas. This particular one is the SEL Premium R-Line, and today I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out, exterior, interior, technology, and of course, the test drive. If you enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel. Hit the subscribe button for more automotive content. If you like anything about this video, don't forget to give me a hands up. Now, let's get back to this.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
The Volkswagen Atlas was introduced here in the United States in 2017. Its 2018 model year of this generation was heavily redesigned and refreshed back in 2024. So let's take a look and see if anything's changed for 2026. Starting at the front end, doesn't look much different from the 2024 or 25. We still have this large hood with a few indents on it. This SEL Premium R-Line has all the bells and whistles. And as far as the lights, we have the LED headlamps and the high beams, of course. We have LED daytime running lamps, turn signals, and this light bar that currently glows. I'm not sure if you can see it. Also illuminated is the Volkswagen logo, underneath which you'll find the front-facing camera. We have the R badge on the side and some chrome surrounding this large grille. Now this R-Line means sporty, so that's what it is. We have some sportier accents at the bottom of the bumper, some air curtains, and nicely finished bottom portion of that bumper. Now let's pop the hood and see what hides underneath it. And underneath the hood, you'll find a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that produces 269 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This particular one is a 4-motion, which in Volkswagen lingo, of course, means an all-wheel drive. We have one hood strut on the side, holding the hood nice and tall, some sound insulation, and for that extra safety and security, we have the double latch. And we're going to definitely check out the ride quietness and the comfort of the cabin at the end of this video. But of course, before we do that, let's take a walk around this vehicle. I can show the side profile, because this hasn't changed since 2024, really. I actually like that masculine styling of the Atlas. We have some wider wheel wells, or the fenders right here in the front. We also have some matte black cladding around the wheels, and the wheels are 21 inches. Those are the 21-inch rims. Size of the tires 265 by 45. Everything around this vehicle is colored the same way, with the exception of course, those matte black wheel wells. We have the R badging on the side, fully loaded mirrors. That includes the turn signals built in, the cameras, the blind spot assist. We have the proximity entry system on all 4 doors and the gate, and everything around the windows is chromed out. We have the large panoramic sunroof and the roof rails in this satin chrome color. Now, most of the vehicles have the gas door or gas tank on the driver's side. Not Volkswagen. This one is on the passenger side. Moving on to the back here, SEL 4Motion. We have these nice LED lights, and if you look closer, that kind of reminds me of the letter R. That's for the R-Line, right? And of course, the Volkswagen logo is glowing as well. We have the Atlas spelled out in this chrome trim piece, exposed wiper, third brake light, shark fin antenna, and moving down to the bottom here, we have the large strip of this reflective light. No visible exhaust. Instead, we have this fake exhaust tips, and we have a tow hitch that is capable of towing up to 5,000 pounds. Now, this is a large SUV. If you take a look at it, it looks larger than this, but 200 inches is the total length of it. So it should have some room on the interior. Well, let's see if this gate's going to open with me waving my foot underneath here. Maybe that's not programmed. Push the button. Now let's see what we have. And that room behind the third row seat is good for 21 cubic feet, which is quite a bit. It's actually more than on the newer Palisade. It is just about the same as on the Toyota Grand Highlander, just slightly more than on the Pilot. Underneath here, you have the spare tire. Yes, if you open this up, reveals the spare tires underneath here. Also the jack and the tools to help you change the tires. Now 50-50 on the third row seat. You can drop this, and it's going to give you a ton more room. Now we can see what we have for the third row passengers: 2 USB type C ports, your own cup holders, vents, and up on top you have some illumination. It looks like it's nicely profiled, so there should be enough headroom. I'm definitely going to check out that and jump inside the third row seat. Now the gate is powered. Push the button and let's see what we have on the interior. Let's check and see how do we get in the third row seat. So this is a bench seat right here. There's a big lever up on top. You can move it, and it's actually pretty easy. The seat slides forward all the way, having this much room to get into the third row seat, which is quite a bit. And the seat looks pretty large, actually. Let me see if I can fit inside. And of course, the same can be done on the other side. We have this I don't know if it's 60-40. That to me looks like almost like an 80-20. And we have this headrest. So that needs to be up in order for me to even fit inside. And let's see, if I close this seat, let's check this out. If I'm in this position, which is not all the way back, yes, I do have quite a bit of room. I have plenty of headroom. That's probably about 2.5 inches above me. I'm 6 feet tall for the point of reference, and plenty of knee room. Now, wondering if this passenger is going to have enough room. They should have enough room, but I can attempt to move it all the way back and see if that's going to make any difference here. So move the seat all the way back. Okay. Not so much. Now we're really tight. However, this seat is probably one of the largest in its class anyways. So definitely made for larger kids and maybe smaller adults. And of course, the situation is quite different right here. And in this middle row seat, where I have plenty of room. Now I can easily move myself a little bit closer behind the front seat and still have enough room. So definitely there is room for compromise in the back. I want to point out that this has probably the largest headroom of all of the mid-size SUVs, probably about 4 inches above my head, and that's including this panoramic sunroof. I also have plenty of shoulder room, plenty of knee room, plenty of everything really in here. Now, the one thing, if I were to complain about something, is those seats are kind of bulky and heavy. So when you're moving them around, it's not as easy as on some of the competitors. And the seats are covered with leather. Let me show you the rest of this interior. Starting right here in this rear door panel, this has this nice and expensive look to it. We have some leather covered inlays. We also have the simulated wood grain Harman Kardon stereo. We have the manual sunshade for the rear doors. Plenty of storage at the bottom of the door. And here, let's get inside. I'll show you what the seat looks like. So we have this quilted leather seats, perforated. Now they are heated right here in the back. I don't see that they're ventilated, so no ventilation, just heated seats right here in the back as well. And in the middle, you have this large console, vents, the climate control. So this is your own zone for the rear passengers. We have the heated seats. Down at the bottom, you have 2 USB Type-C ports and the regular 100 and push it, right? 115 volt outlet. Slight bump right here in the middle, but nothing substantial. So the third row or the third passenger in the middle row is going to be comfortable as well. If they're not there, you can use this as a cup holder, of course. And then we have the seat back storage in both of the seats. And there are additional vents right there at the bottom if you want to see it. And there is also illumination up on top. The grab handles. Let's move on to the front. Starting with the sound of the closing door. That is pretty nice and solid. And the front door panel, just like the rear, with the addition, of course, of window mirror lock controls with the Harman Kardon stereo, the ability to open the rear gate, more storage in here. Now, this is kind of a aluminum door sill. There's no Atlas or anything on it, so kind of a missed opportunity for marketing. But the pedals are aluminum with the rubber stubs basically for better grip on it. On the side of the seat, so what do we have here? 2 memory seat settings. Looks like a massage function. We're definitely gonna check that out. And then we have several adjustments, and that includes, of course, your lumbar support, that includes back and forth, etc. Now, lumbar is 4 ways. Yes, it is a 4-way lumbar support. The seats are more bolstered there in the back. We also have some white piping on the side, and this nice perforation. Not sure you can see this pattern right in the headrest as well. Now, one thing I want to also show you is that additional storage that's under this middle console, so you can put stuff, and that's going to be out of sight. And on the left hand side of the steering wheel, what we have the light control, front window defogger, rear window defroster, the steering wheel, tilt and telescoping. Let me jump inside, I'll show the rest of it. Starting with the sound of the closing door from the interior. Boom. Nice, solid thud, that's for sure. Here's the interior of this 2026 Volkswagen Atlas. Let me know what you think about it. We're going to start right here on the side. A large vans, and then the separate one for the side window. We have this simulated wood grain, some shiny black, and then we have this perforated leather. We also have some contrast stitching, regular glove box on the side. And then let's get this vehicle started. The start stop button is right here. Get some air conditioning going and move the steering wheel a little bit in, because that's all the way out for some unknown reason. So yeah, as far as the steering wheel is definitely on the smaller side. We have the flat at the bottom, leather wrap with some stitching on the inside, lots of buttons. And what I like about this, unlike of this, it doesn't have any of this shiny black. So maybe somebody with some common sense came up with it and say, hey, don't put this shiny black where all the buttons are, otherwise you're all going to see the fingerprints on it. So we have the cruise control settings, volume settings on this side. This controls what's going on in this digital cockpit. We also have the heated steering wheel, seat track view and voice control, Volkswagen logo right in the back. We have the pedal shifters. This is the turn signals. Of course, on the other side we have the wipers. Now the digital cockpit, all right, we have the different settings for it. So let's see. So moving on to the right hand side, let's see what can be displayed in here. Speed, time, acceleration, compass, destination, info, settings, no display, travel time, average speed, navigation, audio, telephone, and back to speed. Now if you want to see what's going on the left hand side, gear display, fuel tank display, assist system, operating temps, start stop, settings, no display, economy, average economy, gear display, and back to where we were before. So whatever you want to display inside of the gauges, that's your choice. Now speedometer on the right hand side, tachometer on the left hand side. We can also change the views in here. And let me hold this really quick and see if I can do that. So not much. All right, so you can have the navigation system in it. Disappear the navigation system. We have just regular, very minimalistic view here. And back to the one that I think I like the most. Now, we have all the information in front of you, right? So we have the date, time, temperature, and then we have less than 5 miles. We're going to do a quick test drive on this vehicle. I drove it right before I started doing this review, so you get the feel of it, but we're going to drive it one more time. Moving up here, we have a head-up display. Not sure if you can see it, but there is a speed limit and the current speed, which is 0, of course, because we are parked. Then we have this large screen right here in the middle, 12.3 inch. I think that's what it is. Most of them are. And this is the newest Volkswagen system. Some people have issues with it because there are no physical buttons, there are no physical knobs. But let's get this started and let's see what we have here. So first of all, it also has the Harman Kardon stereos, which sounds really good. However, I can't demonstrate it for you because of the YouTube copyright policy. As far as the sources, AM, FM, Sirius XM, and of course you can stream your internet radio. And Going down here, my media Bluetooth, and that's of course what you can do in here. Push this button to go to this main screen. It kind of gives you the icons on the home screen. Telephone, radio, media, navigation. Let's see if it's got a built-in navigation system. No destination available, but hit the map, and yes, it does have a built-in navigation system. Now this one kind of looks like that old style navigation system, but worry nothing, because if you wanted to use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, both of those are available in this vehicle. And let's see the vehicle settings here. See, the first time when you start this, it takes a while, but it gives you a display of this Volkswagen Atlas, and you can see as far as the vehicle status. Oil levels good, service, no need for service, tire pressure when we start driving, start, stop. And then the vehicle itself, interior, exterior, that's where you can control the headlamps, exterior lights. Go here, lighting scenes, settings, duration of exit lighting, duration of entry lighting, etc. You can do all of that. You can do other customization for the vehicle here as well. App Connect, well, we talked about that, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and then we have the sound system controls, so you can adjust that to your liking. Going to the settings for this vehicle, screen, date, time, language, more keypad languages, units, voice operations, mobile devices, system information. So plenty of choices here. Moving on to this other configuration, and basically the 3 different settings. So whatever you want, you can set up in here as far as the different widgets. On the side here, we also have the heated and ventilated seats. So here, if I want to heated seats, here's the ventilated seats. Temperature control, we can sync it from the front, we can sync it from the back. Smart climate control, clear view, warm feet, cool feet, quick cooling. I like the clear view one because I never know what to do with the vehicle. I start messing around and it gets foggy even more sometimes, especially if I'm in the rental vehicle and I don't know how that works. My cars, you know, I'm pretty much okay. But clear view, I like this. Warm feet, warm hands, cool feet, I like that. All right, so let's turn this off for a second. And let's move on to the rear view camera. This is one important thing that we want to check out, because of course it's got the full 360. So let's see what's going on. We have the trajectory lines, also a nice quality camera, and now mind it that this has also this film on top of it. So but it still looks good even through that. And we have this trajectory lines from the top as well. I think that's a super important feature. They move around as I move the steering wheel as well. Now we also have this front view camera. So let me see if there is a way that I can actually adjust it and see. So this is look, safe to move. That's basically your parking assist. In the middle, so we have the adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, lane change system, dynamic roadside display, front assist, and emergency assist. A lot of safety features on this 2026 Atlas. How do you turn the temperature down? Right here. Okay, so you slide your finger down. Right now it's off. Let's turn this back on. All right, so maybe a little confusing. Okay, temperature settings, low, high. This is actually not bad. Volume control for your audio, again, not bad. And you have the power button, and that power button controls what? Is that for the entire system? It looks like. Okay, so we'll turn that off and on. All right, so shortcuts here, drive modes, eco, comfort, sport, off-road, and snow. And we can change that. Touch screen, display. Leave it in the sport for now. Menu, parking menu. To exit the space, use the left or right turn signal. We're not going to do that right now. And we have this climatronic or climate control. And that is pretty much it. Hazard lights. You can open this shiny black cover, revealing a wireless charging pad. And we have 2 USB Type-C ports. They're both for data, it looks like. We also have start-stop for the engine. And this is your shifter. Kind of a strange shifter, but Volkswagen's been using that for a few years now. Push to park. We have the electronic parking brake, cup holders, more storage here. And of course, more storage in this console with an additional USB Type-C port. Now, for 2026 model year, all the, I believe the SE and above, they have the HomeLink system, which allows you to open or close your garage doors and maybe control some of the other features on your smart home, and the mirror with compass. And we have the lights, touchscreen as well, the touch lights, I should say, not touchscreen. And then again, the same kind of buttons as you use for the volume control are used for your sunroof. So one touch operation, slides the cover back, opens up the sunroof, allowing you to get more light and air inside of this vehicle. And of course, let's see if we does it the other way. Yep, the sunroof is closing right now. In the meantime, let's check out, we have some illuminated mirrors right here as well. And here's the interior of this 2026 Volkswagen Atlas. Let's talk about pricing. Take it for a spin. And we're going to talk about pricing, starting with this particular one right here. So I have the sticker price. Let's see if you guys can see that. 2026 Atlas SEL Premium R-Line. We have a total MSRP of $56,584. And now that's including the destination, and that includes the Volkswagen logo front and door puddle lights, luggage net for cargo area, first aid kit and roadside assistance kit, and the destination charge, of course, which is $1475. So this is pretty much as loaded as it gets. Now, we didn't touch on the gas mileage, which is 19 in the city, 25 on the expressway, and 21 is the combined number. As far as the safety rating, we have the overall vehicle score of 5 stars right here, which is the highest it can get, right? So the frontal crash, driver passenger, 4-star, side crash, 5-star rollover, 4-star. So 5 being the highest. And you can also go to nhtsa.gov or safecar.gov to check out some of the testing for this vehicle. But you don't have to be as high as far as getting this vehicle price-wise. It starts with the SE trim level. The Atlas does $40,785. SE with technology, $45,205. We have the Peak Edition, just more of that off-roady themed vehicle. And then we have the SEL, $51,095, and of course $56,105. And that's the base price with the destination for the SEL Premium R-Line. So from 40 to 56, very much in line with all of the other mid-size 3-row SUVs in the non-luxury segment. Let's take it for a quick spin. Shades on, and let's move this vehicle. One thing I gotta tell you right away: if you are getting into the Atlas and they want to drive it, make sure, and there's nobody behind you, make sure that all of the headrests are folded in. Otherwise, there's no visibility. So it's definitely one of the vehicles that can benefit from this rear view camera mirror. Now, one important thing as well is to see how tight the turning is. Overall, this is a vehicle that's going to be used for families, some carpooling. So I want to make sure that it's nice and comfortable in even the city conditions. Now, some of the European viewers are probably going to be like, yeah, I don't think this is going to fit in some of our streets. And they're probably right. Well, let's see. Parking spots. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 4.5. About parking spots. And that's about the same. I just recently tested the new Palisade and the new Grand Highlander, and they're all come about the same turning radius. So this is pretty good in comparison with the rest of the segment. Let's take it for a quick spin and let's see how this handles on the road. And merging in traffic. No issues. Definitely hear that engine working. We're in the sports mode, but you can definitely merge in traffic safely and catch up with the ongoing traffic here. Good visibility. I really like that. I mean, you have this huge windshield and you sit up high, so definitely makes you feel safer. And because this vehicle is so square, you can see the corners, at least in the front. Now, as far as the blind spots, Yeah, I mean, you have some, but nothing outrageous. There's nothing really blocking the view, just a regular thing. So make sure that you rely on your mirrors, on your systems, blind spot assist, but also if you need to turn around just to make sure you can do that as well. So a great space inside of it too. I mean, I have plenty of space as a driver of this vehicle, and I don't have the seat even all the way back. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, because the seat is massaging me right now, so it does have that massage seat function. Uh, it's nice, right? I mean, it's not a must-have, but it definitely makes you feel more awake or engaged with driving, if you will, because there's something there as well. So we're gonna find a stretch of an open road somewhere here, get this up to speed, see what this vehicle can do. All right, guys, there's nobody behind us. 3, 2, 1, and go. Get it up 40, 50, 60. Yeah, not bad. I think it was tested about 7.3 seconds. So it's definitely decent in terms of the acceleration. And engine feels good. It sounds good. There's nothing abnormal about it. It's not overly poppy or peppy, if you will. Some of the vehicles, when you touch that accelerator, you can barely hang on to your steering wheel, and then it doesn't really go that fast. This one doesn't do that nice, smooth acceleration. Overall, a decent vehicle. Now, there's a fierce competition out there, as far as the mid-size SUVs, both from the Europeans, both from the domestic and Asian manufacturers. Telluride has been one of the best-selling vehicles on the market. Now it's getting redesigned for 2026 model year, 6 or 7, not sure. The Palisade just got redesigned for 2026 model year, offering both non-hybrid and hybrid option. We have the Honda Pilot, another 3-row SUV. It's like I say, it's a safe bet for somebody that wants to have something that maybe not as flashy, maybe not as equipped than some of the other competitors, but reliable. And with the Grand Highlanders with 3 different engine options, 2 hybrids and 1 regular combustion engine. Of course, we can't forget about the newly redesigned Traverse and the GMC and Buicks. I mean, those all have been redone in the last year or so. So plenty of competitors. Mazda CX-90 is one of them, a really nice sporty SUV. So depending on what you're looking for, now let me know if you think that Volkswagen still has what it takes to compete in this competitive market. I think it's got plenty of nice features. It feels good. As far as the reliability, they all have hiccups on it. The warranty on this car, let me just grab this sticker because it says it right here. I think it's a 5-year 60 as far as the warranty. So we have Volkswagen 4-year and 50,000 miles. And then the corrosion warranty is 7 years, 100,000 miles, and scheduled carefree maintenance. So we have 1 year at 10,000 miles and 2 years at 20,000 miles, but there's some asterisks on it, so I'm not sure what the catch to it is. Well, one thing, there's not many changes from 2025 to 2026. And when I was in the showroom, there was a 2025 Atlas, and it had a big sign on it, $8,000 off. So if you want to get a deal, maybe look for 2025 and get all the incentives that they have on the Atlas. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something about this new 2026 Atlas. And if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more automotive content and receive notifications every time I post a video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.